Well, if you're an Arizona State Sun Devil baseball fan, then tonight was without a doubt a night to forget. 14-9 loss against the now 4-23 Long Beach State Dirtbags. Scotty Gange, Lyle Goldstein in here for the post-game recap for the game that really, as I said, is supposed to be forgotten. Lyle, quick thoughts. It was a game back and forth, but for the most part, it was all about Long Beach State.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tracy Smith said coming into tonight, he was worried about this game all day because the bullpen was heavily taxed. It was a long weekend. The 5-hour game on Sunday was really kind of difficult for these guys to grind out. And there was a little bit of fatigue today. He was relying on those freshman guys. Some of the guys like Luke Laflamme, Dom Cachone, who got the start, only got one out. So he was expecting some guys to step up. They didn't quite do that. But at the same time, I think there's a lot you can learn from this going into the weekend at USC as well. And it's going to motivate them. I mean, these guys don't like to lose, as evident from their record so far this season. And I think as a result, they're going to really turn it around.
5 pitchers tonight, 12 total walks, with 7 of those 12 walks scoring runs. And you just have to believe when pitching is like that, you can't throw a strike, you can't win ball games.
No, absolutely not. And 12 walks on the night. I mean, 5 came from Luke Laflamme tonight. It's just tough, like you said, and I think Tracy Smith said 7 of those 12 walks guys came in to score for Long Beach State. So when you commit unforced errors like that and basically give extra base runners to the opponent, it's going to be hard to come back even for an offense as potent as Arizona State.
You talk about that potent offense of Arizona State, and that really was a bright spot of tonight as it has been all season long. I mean, they scored 9 runs, and they still lost by 5, so the pitching was definitely off. But they scored 9 runs. They put 5 runs up in the 8th inning, and you talk about just resiliency and competition and what Tracy Smith was talking about. He said it was poor on the mound, but at the plate, especially as the game wore on, you could see that this team competes every single at-bat.
They absolutely do, and that's been the story of the season. I mean, 1 through 9, guys can swing the bat and they can score in bunches. We've seen it so many times, time and time again this season, and we even saw it tonight in a game that was pretty sloppy for the most part. They're going to be going up against USC this weekend, a team that's pretty good on the mound. They've got some good starters in the weekend rotation, but it hasn't phased Arizona State all season offensively, so I don't see any reason it's not going to continue. These guys can absolutely swing the bats. You see the middle of the order and how well they've been hitting it. It was just one off night for them on a midweek contest.
One of the better hits of the night was Alika Williams in the 8th inning, just a few feet below the home run, hit it right in the fence in the air. And he, after the game, said that this is a game that they want to learn from, but they also just want to forget about it and move on against USC. This upcoming weekend in Los Angeles, what do we expect to see from the Sun Devils?
Well, I think a lot of offense. That's obviously going to be key for them, and it's really hit home every game they've played this season. They've been in double digits so many times throughout the first 27 games of the year. But for these guys, again, it's just to get back to the ways they've been playing on the mound. Guys like Alec Marsh, I think they need a good Friday start out of him. Eat some innings up for a bullpen that's been really heavily taxed to this point, and especially today, kind of getting to some of those innings eaters from the ASU bullpen today, some of the guys that don't throw as much. So to get all these guys on full rest and really have them firing on all cylinders, I think a quality start and probably a long start from Marsh will be a key. But other than that, just get back to the way they were playing, get back to the way they know how to play here in this 2019 season, and put up a lot of runs.
Tonight, a game to forget, as we said. Sun Devils lose their 2nd game of the season, as we said, this weekend coming up against USC. That'll be in Los Angeles, and House of Sparky will be there. For all coverage, go online to houseofsparky1.com. One more time, Lyle Goldstein, Scotty Gange. We'll see you next time.